Man, you ever walk into a room and feel every eye sizing you up like you don't belong? That's how it started for Maya Jackson, striding through Horizon Airport's sleek terminal, her heels clicking sharp against the marble, a black woman in a crisp navy blazer, carrying the kind of quiet confidence that turns heads. She was headed to Chicago, ready to close a deal that'd shake up the airline game. But what happened at that gate, phew? It's a story that still gets my blood pumping. Maya handed her first-class ticket to the gate agent, Sarah Klein, a woman with a tight smile and eyes that lingered too long. "This first class," Sarah said, her voice dripping with doubt, loud enough for the crowd to perk up. Maya just nodded, cool as ever, but inside? She caught the vibe, same old story, people assuming she didn't fit the part. Sarah flipped through Maya's passport like it was a puzzle she couldn't crack, muttering, "Just need to verify." Verify what exactly? Maya's grip tightened on her bag, but she kept her voice steady. "Is there a problem?" she asked, sharp but polite. Sarah smirked, handed back the passport, and said, "No, ma'am, enjoy your flight," like she was doing Maya a favor. The guy next to Sarah, some supervisor named Greg Voss, just stood there, looking at his shoes, like he didn't see a thing. On the plane, Maya sank into her plush seat, trying to shake it off, but then she heard Sarah's voice from the galley, low but clear. "She's acting like she owns the place." A chuckle followed, and Maya's jaw clenched. She wasn't just some passenger they didn't know, she owned half of Apex Airlines, the very company they worked for. That sting wasn't new, but it hit different when it's your own people questioning you. Maya fired off a text to her assistant. "Get me everything on the staff at Gate 17. We've got a problem." Fast forward, the plane lands in Chicago, and there's Ethan Ward, Apex's CEO, waiting at the gate, looking like he just swallowed a lemon. "Maya, we need to talk," he said, pulling her to a quiet lounge. Turns out, Greg Voss wasn't just a bystander who'd been feeding dirt to a rival airline, Skypulse, trying to undermine Apex, and Maya specifically. Why? Jealousy, plain and simple. Greg thought he deserved a corner office, not some outsider like Maya calling the shots. Ethan showed her the emails, and Maya's blood boiled. "This isn't just one guy," she said, her voice low, lethal. "It's a culture that lets this slide. Fix it, Ethan, or I will." The showdown came a week later in Apex's Chicago office. Greg sat across from Maya, trying to play innocent, his hands fidgeting. "I was just doing my job," he stammered, but Maya slid a stack of printed emails across the table, her eyes like daggers. "Your job was to sabotage me? To leak our plans to Skypulse?" she said, voice calm but cutting. Greg's face went white. "You can't prove that," he snapped, but Ethan cut in. "We already did." "You're done, Greg." As security hauled him out, Greg yelled, "You're letting her ruin this company." Maya didn't flinch. "It's not about me," she shot back. "It's about doing what's right." That wasn't the end. Maya didn't just want Greg gone, she wanted change. She pushed Apex to roll out anti-bias training, set up a whistleblower line, and rewrite policies from the ground up. Word got out, and the story exploded first as a scandal, then as a triumph. Maya took the stage at a business conference months later, telling a packed room, "Leadership isn't about power. It's about making sure everyone's seen for who they are." The crowd roared, and I swear, you could feel the shift. Here's the kicker. Skypulse, the rival Greg was cozy with, came crawling to Apex, begging for a merger after their stock tanked. Maya didn't just say yes, she laid down the law. New leadership, total transparency, or no deal. She turned that merger into a blueprint for how to run an airline right. And 2 years later, Apex was on top, with employees and passengers singing its praises. Picture this. Maya, on a private jet, staring out at the clouds, a notebook in her lap. She's jotting down ideas, not just for Apex, but for a world where no one's got to prove they belong. That's her fight, not just hers, but all of ours. So what do you think? Was Maya too hard on Greg, or did he get what he deserved? Drop your thoughts below, hit that subscribe button, and let's keep talking about what justice really looks like.